Hey guys, God bless you. I just wanted to jump on and let you know that the recent video I posted about the 3 prophetic dreams coming to pass about President Trump and the US looking like South America and the pure white ballots being taken to the finish line was taken down and censored by YouTube. But I wanted to just share that I'm actually encouraged by that attempt of the enemy to censor the truth. Because in a wartime, which we are in, anytime a evil agenda is using propaganda, they're going to censor anything that threatens their agenda and censor anything that, if seen by others, would expose their lies. And so I just am encouraged because in them trying to censor that particular video, it basically, they're showing their cards. The enemy is showing his cards that he doesn't want that truth known and shared, because if something's not a threat, because if something's a lie, then it's not really a threat, and so it doesn't need to be censored. And especially that's the case in wartime. If you look back at previous wars where propaganda and censorship were rampant, they were censoring those they were threatened by, and the truths they were threatened by, because they didn't want to be exposed. So I just wanted to share that encouragement, that I'm encouraged, even though I'm bummed that we can't listen to the video now. But there was also a question posed in the comments that I did want to answer, because when I went back on to answer, it wasn't there for me to reply. And somebody asked, can you give some examples in the natural of these landslides that in your dream the church had to carry down the pure ballots over and over and over before we could cross the finish line and have public outward victory? And a landslide, that my best explanation of where I see what's happening in the spirit, the landslides in the natural would be exposure of faulty systems, exposure of foundations that we thought we could stand on that start to crumble, and we can see that they're actually leading the nation down quickly. So you have the pullout in Afghanistan, you have the laptop of the pseudo president's son, you have the FBI Mar-a-Lago raid, you have just, exposure after exposure after exposure in the CDC, all that stuff. And those would, to me, represent the landslides. And then you also have a lot of truth coming forth, even though they're trying to suppress it with everything they can. You have the videos of proof about the election with the 2,000 mules, and I believe there's a new one that's coming out to show even more truth about, just for those that maybe are still questioning and need that extra proof of what happened. Those would be examples of landslides of evidence to show the faulty systems and the downfall of these systems that we've been trusting. And so the landslides that we have to go down, we have to see them and see them exposed in order for us not to go back to those systems and try to rebuild faulty systems. And so that's why I believe in my spirit the Lord's allowing it to take so long for us to see the truth fully exposed at a level where we see some turnaround and victory and overturning of evil. So I pray this blesses you, and be encouraged today. The Lord is moving.